Alright, we got a game. 2 Master 3s on our sides. Very well, let's get right into it. Here we've got only 2 blocks, which means that we're probably going to try and go for some kind of Yaku, like a flush, for example. Seems like a fine place to direct this hand towards, I suppose. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 terminals. I don't think we're gonna call this just yet. So I mean, technically we might be able to get 13 orphans, but I'm not really counting on it. For the time being, we're just gonna go ahead and look for stuff. Still looks like the most likely suit to flush in is the Piensu, so I'm fine with just dropping the Isozu. Let's see. Yeah. We might as well just go ahead and start committing. The honors over here are pretty bad in terms of finding a new block, but, you know, now we've got 4 blocks, so if we pair up one of these honors, we've got 5 blocks worth of flush. Pretty sweet. Here we'll just call Chi, I believe. Is Chi better or is Pon better? Maybe Pon's better. I think I'm supposed to Chi this. I'm not sure. Because the ones are dead, right? Which means that we're basically forced to get the last green. I don't really mind, I think. Yeah, because even if our hand... Even if we call cheap, that means that, what? We are going to be using this green as our pair, and that's just going to be a very cheap hand, which isn't very exciting to me, to be honest. At this point, of course, we're just folding. There's no point in pushing his hand at all. And we have all the honors in the world to fold with, so it's not a problem. Yeah. To be honest, we can cut this. I'll just go ahead and do that. How about that? There's no point in pushing this north, I think, so we're just gonna go ahead and drop the greens. This home could have been nice, but whatever. You don't need to worry about it. Because someone dealt in. And now we're just gonna go ahead to East 2. Right. 1, 2, 3 blocks. It's pretty decent at the hand, although we don't really have any value. That's fine though. We're just gonna call Ricci. Ricci gives us value. We have potential for Ipeiko on the bottom, although we're not really expecting it to happen. It might. And we'll be pretty happy about it. To be honest, you could probably just drop the 1 in here, considering that we already have enough blocks, basically. Whatever, I'll just go ahead and drop the West, I suppose. We will get into Ishanten if we draw something around the 1, which is nice, I guess. Right, we'll probably just drop the 2 at that point. Don't have a problem with that. Here, I'm just gonna go ahead and drop the 1, so I think seems worse than 1 pin. Because, well, yeah, we might be able to get Ipeiko around here, but yeah, whatever. You know, let's remember that if we can only use the complex shape over here if we have no pair elsewhere. And so in order for us to use the 1 as the 1, 3 weight, you're gonna have to remove the pair over here somehow, which is probably turning us into Ipeiko. And there's only 3 tiles of Ipeiko over here. It's much more likely that we finish this shape in some other way. Now that we've paired up the door, this hand is very good. We cannot pull that, obviously. There's our Ricci on the board now, from the dealer. Kind of annoying, but considering that we have this good of a hand, I think we're willing to drop the 18, even though it's not safe at all. Thank you for not dealing it. 1, 2... No, darn. Well, okay then. Oh boy, that is an expensive hand. Is that a Hanuman? It is a Hanuman. Very well. Well, it would suck if we dealt into that for sure. Anyways, let's just keep on going. We got 2 Yakai pairs. That's pretty cool. We might be able to get a flush like this, but I'm not really sure. At this point, I mean, going for a flush is kind of awkward considering we've got 2-sided weight over here, but it's still a pretty decent prospect considering that if we don't go for a flush, this hand is pretty cheap, which is kind of sad. So I think we're going to go ahead and do this. Just drop the tile, drop from the suit that has the least amount of tiles in it. This one's awkward though. I think you're supposed to drop the 1 here. Because even if you draw, for example, the 2 or the 3, you can still get a block with it due to the floating 4. Yeah, and here, I mean, if we have a sequence in the Pinzu already, it's pretty difficult for us to justify going for the flush anymore, I think. And especially since there's a chance for us to, number 1, get the red 5, or maybe, is there a way for us to turn this into 3-Han, like Yaku, Yaku, Yaku? I don't think there's a real reason to take the Champon over here, but if we pawn the green, I guess we could go ahead and drop the 5. And no, that doesn't sound good. Yeah, whatever. At this point, yeah, since we have this complete sequence, there's not really a reason for us to go for the flush, I think. Here's the Dora. Yeah, we can't really keep it. We're just gonna go ahead and drop it. I was a little scared there, but hey, didn't get pwned, so we are all good. Even if it did get pwned, we can just start folding if we needed to. Or if we got into Tenpai, we could just push anyways. I want to be able to pawn the red 5. Is it worth dropping the 4 for that? Yeah, probably. And what if you drop the green? Eh, whatever, I'll drop the 4. I don't really know. Maybe the red 5 acceptance is not correct, but eh. Oh, that's Jillian. Okay then. That is a pretty sad Onizu, but very well. A win is a win, as they say. Let's just keep on going. East 3. Well, it's not East 3, sorry. It's East 2 still. We've got another 2 Yakai over here. I mean, going for a flush with this hand is also pretty difficult, but we'll see what we can do. There's also Chanta potentially, but we're probably going to be dropping the 19 first, no matter what. Yeah, there's no way we can go for Chanta with this hand at all. And yeah, I mean, the best suit to flush in would be the Mansu, but we'd have to drop the 1, 2, 3 sequence for that, and that's pretty rough. So, and at this point, maybe you should just, whatever, give up on the flush. It's gonna be difficult to do it anyways. And yeah, we might be able to get an expensive panda with it, but whatever. Yeah, I'll just go ahead and drop the white now. The 7 is a good floater. We'll be able to get into, well, I mean, we're still in 2nd place. We are already in 2nd place, but being able to maintain our 2nd place isn't too bad. Yeah, I guess I'll just go ahead and drop the 1 over here. We already have 5 blocks, so the 2 mana acceptance that gives us a 2-5 shape isn't really that important, I think. Here we'll pull for Ishanten. We're still accepting the 2 mana anyways, after all. And we can pull the West for Tenpai, I suppose. We can also, well, not really sure what kind of Tenpai we want to take, because waiting on the 5 pin is kind of trash. Oh, there's a reach from the dealer. Oh, never mind. Fine. Yeah, like, the 5-pin weight is pretty bad, and if we have to pawn the west for it, we'll also lose a lot of defense. So I'm not really sure if you're supposed to do that, but, I mean, Tenpai's Tenpai, so, you know, when in doubt, take your Tenpai. Anyways, we're in East 3 now. We are in 2nd place, meaning that if we win this, we'll be 2nd place going to All Last, which is a great place to be in. Let's try and win this hand then. They've got 4 blocks and a Yakai pair. Don't really need to look for any Yaku anymore with this hand, really. Flushing is not an option. Or it's not really that important at all. So yeah, we'll just go ahead and drop these honors, and hope to find a nice shape around these other blocks. When in doubt, drop the honor. The 4 is a nice floater for to make a 5th block with. If you drop the 1, you're no longer able to make a 5th block with the 4, considering it will be stuck in the kanchan. See how that works. So yeah, we're just going to go ahead and drop these honors. We can use the 4 as a floater, and then use the 1-2 at the kanchan to make our 5th block. Not a kanchan, a penchan. So yeah, seems like a good idea to do it like this. If we ever get stuck, for example, someone, you know, we're just going to call G now. Was that a good idea? Eh, whatever. I'll worry about that later. I think dropping the 5 is okay. I don't think there's a huge difference. Is there a huge difference? Maybe I'm supposed to be dropping the 4, considering that we're already stepping the 6. Yeah, whatever, fine, we'll drop 4 then. Oh, no, I don't want to do this. Stop. Wait. I want to, like, get into Ishan 10 first, before I pawn, because once we pawn this, we're gonna lose a lot of defense. I'm not really ready for that. Maybe that was a bad idea, but, well, yeah, this is how we're doing it, because I'm a wimp. How about that? I don't know. Kind of an awkward situation over there. Yeah, we're just gonna drop the 3-pin. 5 is safe against the dealer now. Okay, looks like someone's maybe trying to go for a Toy Toy. Now we are in Ishan 10, so we're definitely very happy with taking any Tenpai. There's a chance to even get Chanta, which is kind of cool. The only problem is that there's only one more 9-so left. So yeah, Chanta is very unlikely. Okay. Well, that's 3 pawns. It is possible that they're in Tenpai already. They might be waiting on the 9s, actually, considering that they dropped the 8 like this. Well, actually, that's not necessarily true. I don't really know what they're doing. Whatever. Is that deal in? Please deal in. Didn't deal in. So what do we do now? West is kind of dangerous, considering that someone's Toy Toy. Don't really have any safe talents, though. Boop. West. Yeah, whatever. Am I missing a safe tile? I might be. Well, whatever. We're not dropping this 1. We're just gonna go ahead and fold. 7, so... I guess 7-so was once cut over in the... what's-his-faces. Over in the door indicators. Fine. Well, we've got... What is it? Is this... Oh... No, they're in 2nd place now. Fine, we're in 3rd place, which means that if last place overtakes us, we'll be in 4th place, which is kind of sad. Meaning that it would be kind of nice to win this hand. We've got a... Well, this is a pretty good hand, all things considered. We are 2 away from Tenpai with a decent chance to get a good weight at the end. And we got 2 Dora. So yeah, let's just play full efficiency. If we draw the 8, we've got Liamin, Liamin. If we draw the 6, we've also got Liamin, Liamin. And I think, yeah. We're basically riding over here. There's also a chance for us to get into Taiyao, which would allow us to call. Pretty decent. This one's kind of interesting. I think we want this. I mean, I guess we'll keep the 7 because... We'll keep the 5 pair because it allows us to draw the red 5 to get to advance our hand, but I think we have to drop one of these from one of the tiles in the Sozu, because that seems better to me, maybe? Here, I mean, keeping the 3 pairs is kind of nice, but also fixing the good weight over here seems okay to me. This way makes it so that we have a lower chance of getting into perfect each on 10, because if we take the 3 pairs, we are in perfect each on 10, but well, I don't think I mind. Yeah, I'm not really thinking too hard about that discard, but hey, fixing the good shape and keeping the support for the bad shape seems okay to me. We also, since it's already in the mid-game, we should keep in mind that dealing into someone, as long as they're not that expensive, like, we can deal into a 3900 hand and still maintain our 3rd place. So that's something to watch out for, considering it is already pretty late. But well, I mean, I guess we'll go ahead and drop the 7, so no. That seems okay to me. And we'll just, what? I guess we'll Ricci if we get into Senpai. Is that okay? That seems fine to me, I guess. Yeah, when in doubt, call Ricci. And it means if we do Ricci, we will drop into 4th if we deal into a 3900 hand, but yeah, whatever, I guess, right? Reach. Let's go. Yeah, I kind of don't really feel like thinking about what to say anymore at this point, so let's just cut. How about it? Is this still in? No. Okay. Well, there's not a lot of turns left, so our win rate is pretty low at this point, but still, if we sumo, it's a Mangan. If we don't sumo, well, we're a little sad, but, you know, we could Roan, for example. Oh, there's the sumo. Nice Mangan. We don't get Ura, but, well, this is basically a Mangan. So yeah, we're pretty happy with this. Can we get into 1st place? Yes, we can. If we get a Mangan, that's 1st place. What if we get, what is this hand? Hello. Well, we've already got 2 Dora, so as long as we get the double tone, we have Borhan. And that is enough, yes. So yeah, that's how we're gonna play this hand. I don't really know what we're doing, so I guess we'll just drop the once cut red. We don't need the Yaku, and we don't need the extra value, so, you know, it's fine to do it like this, I think. I mean, I guess you can drop the north as well. We'll drop the north now. Maybe keeping the red was just better, considering that if we do pair up the red, we can drop one of these Dora and still use our... Yeah, we can still drop one of these Dora and get our conditions. Yeah, that was probably a bit premature then. That's probably valuable enough to consider... What's it called? To consider keeping the red over the north. I mean, it's a very marginal decision anyways. So yeah, here we need to use the red 5 in order to get our conditions, which is kind of annoying. But we'll see. Yeah, here's the problem. Yep. Well, we'll drop the 7 man. And yeah, we can only use the red 5 if we get the 6. So I think with these point conditions, you're supposed to take the 6. So wait, instead of the 8, so wait. Oh, this is great. Now we are confirmed to use the red 5 in our hand. So now we don't need to worry about that anymore. I don't think you're supposed to pull this. Not really sure. Oh, this one hurts. I don't think we want to keep the ability to pull into Senpai because we lose the Dora if we draw that. Yeah, that seems fine to me. Yeah, so we're just going to keep this Liang Kan, meaning that we can see into confirmed 1st place no matter how we take it. Seems fine to me. There's last place calling Ricci. We'll just push into them because even if we do deal into them, we are definitely not getting 4th place. And the chance that we drop down into 3rd is also pretty low, to be honest. So yeah, we're definitely pushing. And now that we are Tenpai, we're just gonna push everything. Yep. Seems perfectly fine to me. There's really very little to lose from pushing this Tenpai. So yeah. There we go. Got a Mangan. We are very happy. Gone first. That's what we like to see. Alright. Well, thanks for watching, I guess. And see you next time. There we go, here's our rank points. See you guys.